Hey guys, what's happening? I'm doing another cell phone video. I love Android phones. This is one of my favorite things to do, is mess around with new Android phone types that come out. Just recently, in the last couple of weeks, I purchased the Honor 7X and the OnePlus 5T. I've been using the Samsung Galaxy S8 for a while now, and that actually is what I'm filming this with. The S8 is okay, but honestly, out of all three of these phones, I'm going to wind up keeping the OnePlus 5T. The only thing I'm going to miss about the S8 is the camera. That's it. It's got the dorky fingerprint sensor location that we all know about. I don't like the curved edges. It's way too slick. It's very expensive. I don't know. It's just not. I've never been a big Samsung fan. And with the Bixby button, the stupid Bixby button on the side of it, that thing is dumb. I don't like power buttons and volume buttons that are exactly opposed on either side of the phone. This phone has a lot of things that I don't like about it. That being said, the OnePlus 5T has a lot of things that I do like about it. First of all, we get a fingerprint sensor on the back, and it is rocking fast. The other thing that you probably heard a lot about is the face recognition, and it's so fast, I didn't even know it was working at first. Let me see if I can get it to work while I'm holding this phone. Okay, you see how fast that was? When I first got this phone, I set up the face recognition when I was setting up the phone, but I didn't even know it was working, because if you hit the fingerprint sensor, it doesn't matter, but if you hit the power button on the side here to turn on the screen, this would blink so fast. Here. It would blink so fast like that. Let me do it one more time. And that's with me holding an S8 in front of my face. It would recognize my face so fast I didn't even know it was working. I had to go into the settings and actually figure out that it actually was enabled. So the face recognition is great. The placement of the fingerprint sensor is great. It's got the dual cameras on the back, which I find to be just fine. They're not as good as the S8, but for me, even over iPhones, I think the S8 has the best camera out there. I have not used the Google Pixel 2 cameras, and I hear they're even better. This phone, the OnePlus 5T, does not come with expandable storage, although it is dual SIM. This S8 here that I'm filming this with does have expandable storage, and so does the Honor 7X. The S8, if you bought it new, depending on when you got it, it was $750 for the 64 gig version. The 5T I'm holding is 64 gigs and is $500 retail on their site. I got it for the student discount of $449. That Honor 7X, which I'll talk about in a minute, is $200. And it's amazing that it's only $200. So things I like about the 5T, I like bigger phones. It's almost a little bit too big. It's a 6-inch screen, and there's a lot of phone here. It's a big phone to hold, but it does come with a headphone jack. Hey, look at that. It's got USB-C. It only has the one bottom firing speaker right there. If I can get it coming to focus, there you go. It only has the one bottom firing speaker, just like the S8. I don't like that. I like the two forward-facing speakers, but there's not a whole lot of phones out there right now that have it. So you just kind of got to take what you can get. The 5T has this alert slider here, kind of like an iPhone, and it'll go between, silent and do not disturb and then ring. I don't use it. I don't find any reason to use it, honestly. These are the volume rockers here right below it. Some people really like it, especially if they use iPhones a lot. Maybe they use it, but I don't. The things I don't like about it on exterior wise is that the volume buttons here oppose the power button on the other side, and I don't like phones that have that, because it seems like if I'm trying to turn the volume up or down, I'm always inadvertently taking a screenshot or something. I don't know why they do that, and that's one thing that the Honor 7X, I'll show you, has in its favor, is that they're all along the right side of the phone. Score. It only makes sense. I do wish this had expandable storage. I had a 3T when it came out last year, and it did. I don't know why they took it away, other than, you can't have everything, I guess. This phone is so fast. It is crazy fast. It has cool features like it's so big, like you don't have to come up here all the way to the top and swipe down to get your notifications. You can swipe down from anywhere on the home screen. And I think that is awesome. So you swipe down once, get your notification, swipe down again, you can get to your shortcuts here, and then swipe up to get rid of them. Swipe up gives you the app drawer. I like that you don't have to have the app drawer icon here in the center where the Chrome icon is. The 7X has that, and I know it's all customizable with different launchers and things, but I'm just going over what's stock on these phones. The 5T is incredible for what it is. For $300 less than the S8, it's a better phone. It really is. Like I said, that I wouldn't say I'm a camera snob, but I do like a good camera. But the 5T to me seems to be pretty good. It's fine. The battery, I've used this phone a couple of weeks. The battery lasts well throughout a day. You could probably get a day and a half on it, depending on how much the screen is on. I use GPS a lot. I have Discovery Now or HBO Go going in the car when I'm on the way up to work, just for something to listen to, because I don't get good reception in my car. It's really cool. What I don't like, another thing I don't like about it is that, so it comes with the stock, its stock mail app is the Gmail app, which I think is horrendous. I know it's free and it's Google, but if there's no other reason why, and there is a lot of other reasons, here's why I don't like it. Press, you hold, and you select it. If I want to delete this email, look where the freaking trash can icon is up here. It's all the way up here. I got to risk dropping this phone just to press the trash can icon. If I select multiple emails, which is also a pain because you can't just tap anywhere on the email, you have to tap the little thing here, because if you don't, if I just tap here, it opens the email. I don't know who's designing this thing. It's awful, right? So the very first thing I do is get rid of that, and I'm using Blue Mail on here, which is so much better. You press and hold, and you can select just by tapping on the email, and then you got the trash can icon conveniently down here. It's so much better. I do wish that when an email came in or when a text came in, it would give you the little notification right there on the icon for the app, and the 7X does that. It's just a better way to do business. So that's the 5T in a nutshell. This 7X, so I paid $449 for the 5T. This 7X is $200. It's incredible. The screen is incredible. The camera is incredible for what you pay. It's got a fingerprint sensor on the back, which is, again, a huge bonus for me. It is not quite in the right placement like the 5T. It is too high. My finger never wants to go up to where that fingerprint sensor is. It's just too high. But it does work well once you find it. The screen is bright. You've got the SIM card and memory card drawer on this side. And over here on the right-hand side of the phone, you have the power button there at the bottom, and then you have the volume rocker right above it, which is the way a phone should be, in my opinion. That way, I can use the opposing thumb to press the buttons. And on a big phone, that is a big deal to me, so I'm not accidentally smashing and taking screenshots and turning volume down on trying to, I don't know. I just don't like it. So the other big bonus to this is that it also has a headphone jack. It has one bottom firing speaker like the S8, the 5T. What it doesn't have is USB-C. For some bizarre reason, on a 2017 phone, they used the micro USB. I don't understand that. It almost seems like they would have had to pay more to do that. But anyway, it's a cheap phone. So one of the things I like about this phone that neither one of these other phones has, it has a built-in pedometer. You see that shoe with 38? it just counts your steps. The only other phone I've had that does this right out of the box was the ZTE Axon 7, and I thought that was cool on that phone too. I wish all phones would do that. What I don't like about the stock launcher on this is you got this app drawer button here. I don't see why you need that when you could do a gesture like the 5T does and just get rid of that. Seems kind of dumb to me. The icons on this phone are too big. I'm not a big fan of the launcher on here, but what it does very well. There's no lag on here on anything that I used it with. I used YouTube and HBO and Waze and DirecTV. The phone is very quick. I don't care about the specs. I just care about how it runs, and I don't play games on these phones. I think if you're older than 25 and you're playing games on your phones, I don't know, you probably ought to do something different with your spare time. That's just my opinion. So I don't game on it. I don't care if it lags on games. The camera is okay. It's got dual cameras on it, which is cool, but it shows that it's a $200 phone. And I took a couple pictures here. We'll try to compare. I don't know how well it's going to show up here. Okay, so I took these a couple days before Christmas. It's my Christmas tree here, and on the right you have the 5T, and this is with no other lights on in the house. And it's okay, I think it did a good job of keeping some detail in here with the flash on. Here's the 7X, and you can see the detail is pretty muddy once you start zooming in. But again, for the price you pay for the phone, not too bad. So here's a picture where I had a light on behind me, and I took the photo. Again, the flash fired off on here. The 5T is really crisp on this one. The 7X is much better, but you can see, the colors are blurry, and I don't know all the terms and stuff, but the picture is just not quite as good. But again, for less than half of the price of the 5T, you're probably going to get less than half of the performance of the camera. If you don't really care about camera, the Huawei Honor 7X is the value of the year. This thing is so incredible. And if you put a different launcher on there, which I've been using, I'll show you. I've been using the lawn chair launcher on my 5T, which I really dig. See, it's snowing. It has all these customizable settings on here. You can make your icons different sizes. You can tell it how many different rows do you want. You can have your Google Assistant up here. You can have more rows of your static icons down here on the bottom if you want. It has all kinds of widgets built in that you can get on your home screen here. And I really like this one, the dashboard for your phone's memory and how much data you've used and all that stuff. Lawn chair is a great launcher, and if I was going to keep the 7X, I would put that on here, and man, I tell you, the performance would be rival to the 5T at that point, past the camera. Like I said, the camera is just enough of a deal to me to where it was a deal breaker on this phone. One last thing about the 7X is that the haptic feedback on the 5T and the 7X are very different. While both phones feel more or less premium, especially the 5T, and the Huawei's got a nice build to it. What feels more premium to me is the way the 5T does its haptic feedback is very tight, very precise. It just is a good feeling. The 7X has more of almost like a PlayStation 1 vibrating controller feel to it. And it's easier to detect when it's in your pocket, for sure. But it almost feels sloppy compared to the 5T, and even to the S8 in a lot of ways. So not a huge deal, but it's something that I did notice for sure. Neither one of these phones come with headphones in the box. I think that's a foul, but I'll tell you what kind of helps ameliorate that is that both phones come with a cover, a case in it, in the box. And I didn't know that when I bought either one of them. I don't know that the S8, for the price you pay, doesn't come with a, the 5T comes with a, from the factory installed screen protector. And you can see the lip of it there, installed from the factory, screen protector. It comes with a case. The S8 comes with neither, although it does come with headphones that I intend to keep when I sell the phone. The 7X does not come with a screen protector, but it does come with a case right out of the box, and I think that is awesome. All phones should do that, and I think they should all have headphones too when you're paying this much money. Maybe not the 7X. I can kind of understand. Past that, that is really my unprofessional review of these things. I do this for the fun and to help anybody else that may be looking at between these 2 or 3 phones. The S8, I've already got another video or 2 up about the things on there, and it's been out so long. If you're watching this, you've probably already used it. But neither one of these phones has the curved screen. They're very well styled, but they're not curved like the S8. And I don't care. I don't like the curved screens that Samsung is doing. They do nothing except make the phone hard to hold. And the very first thing you have to do with an S8 is get a case for it, because you're going to drop it. It is inevitable, which they don't give you. These phones are slick enough, but they give you the case. And I think that is a good compromise. The 5T also comes with the dash charger out of the box, and it charges that phone so fast, like you can watch the percentage go up in seconds on there. It's so fast. The 7X is pretty quick too, but it's going to take you a couple hours. This thing will be almost full in just a shade over an hour, and you'll have 50% in, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes, if that. The S8 takes a little more time, but it's faster than the 7X. So anyway, that's my video. If you have any specific questions about any of them, let me know. I've got an unboxing here on the 5T. I don't know how useful they are, the unboxings, but anyway, specific questions, let me know, and thanks for watching.